welcome. We're going to be talking a little bit more detail about the essential education curriculum. So, we encourage you to really consult with your degree audit, your academic plan, especially with your academic advisor for more specific information about all of these requirements. But hopefully this video will give a good overview of those requirements. So with essential education, it is broken down into 13 different requirements, and we're going to go into a few different pieces of that. And the first part is looking at some of those common components that you would take within your first year. So all of these courses are courses that students usually take within those first 2 semesters. In some cases, you may already have transfer, dual enrollment, AP, IB, CLEP credit for some of these requirements. And then that would be reflected within your degree audit. And then that would be considered as your first semester schedule is being built. So these components include courses like a math course, natural and physical sciences, STEM courses. At Michigan Tech, we like a lot of acronyms. So STEM being science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. For those courses, you'd be placed in some based on your math placement score, and then in others with science courses, if you're a STEM major, that might be part of your particular major. In other cases, you might have options between different classes in biology, chemistry, physics, a wide variety of different things. And then we also have composition, a first year writing course that all students take. And then finally, we have another category of courses called Foundations of the Human World. And a lot of students will have the opportunity to select an option from that list depending on their major. This list is going to include courses like psychology, sociology, anthropology, literature, just to name a couple.
Also, in your first year, you'll take part in a first year seminar. And this is actually not one class, it is a core set of core content that's embedded in a variety of courses. Many of them are intro to the major courses. So you'll be taking your seminar within your major. Engineering students take this within the first year engineering fundamentals course. We also have a university-wide course and a transfer student specific course. The seminar content is really meant to launch you into your Michigan Tech journey and introduce you to Essential Ed. So there are 3 main components. One is an exploration of the Essential Ed program, the essential abilities, just to get you understanding the curriculum and doing some academic planning to think ahead, because you do have choices. We give you an opportunity to think through what do I want to do with my Essential Ed. Second part is reflection. We want to build some skills and reflection for you that you'll take throughout the curriculum. And so we work on that, give you some opportunity to practice reflection and get some feedback. And then third is what we call Husky Life. This is about adapting to Michigan Tech, whether you're a new college student getting adapted to college or a transfer student who knows how to college but maybe doesn't know how to Michigan Tech. So you'll explore resources on campus, get connected to other students in your class and beyond. And also we'll work on things like success habits and well-being. So we've built into the seminar some of those things that address the other parts of your whole self, because we know that good mental health supports academic success, and learning how to do things like time management and career preparation also support academic success. So it's the whole person addressed in that seminar, and we hope that that launches you well into the rest of your Michigan Tech journey.
As you continue to progress through the essential education curriculum, you are going to be given some additional choices as well. So one of those key choices is following a distribution pathway or declaring an essential education minor. For the distribution pathway, this may be a best fit for students that bring in a lot of transfer and placement credit. Through the distribution pathway, you're going to choose courses in a few different categories. Those categories include communication intensive, intercultural competency, arts and culture. Another course list called SHAPE, which stands for social sciences, humanities, arts for people and the environment. and then an additional STEM course, and then another category of courses called an essential education experience. Now, the essential ed pathway is your opportunity to also earn an additional minor. That will be another credential towards your Michigan Tech degree. The minor are going to fulfill the same way as the distribution pathway. So the essential ed minors are interdisciplinary within nature and are going to be designed around a lot of those same requirements, but kind of place them within a theme that can really complement your major as well. A few important notes about essential education minors is that is able to declare that minor. That includes students that have completed the Michigan Transfer Agreement. It is really a great idea to talk to your academic advisor about maybe a minor that complements your particular major really well and some of your goals. And then also recognize that adding one of these minors doesn't necessarily have to increase your time for graduation either. And these choices are going to be discussed in more detail within that Michigan Tech seminar that Maria was talking about.
So I want to talk a little bit more about those essential ed experience courses. This is a really unique piece of our essential ed program. And this is your opportunity to take what you've learned in essential ed and in your major courses as well, and pull that all together and work on a project that has real world implications. So these are courses, 3-credit courses that are collaborative and project based. They might focus on our local community or our campus community. They might also focus on a global community or be organized around a leadership project. Just to give you some examples to kind of maybe wrap your head around this, we have a class in documentary filmmaking where you actually make a documentary film around an issue that you care about. We have an opportunity to participate in our field archaeology program in the summer where they're digging in some of the industrial heritage sites in the Keweenaw. We have some study away and study abroad programs led by faculty. So one that I love is the Amtrak Study Away. They take the Amtrak train from Chicago to the West Coast. All along the way, they're doing classes and studying sustainable tourism and thinking about that as a project. Another one is a project that's a study away in Sweden. It's a collaboration between some of our forestry faculty and art faculty. And they go look at Sweden's public forests and they think about how people engage with public spaces like that. And they produce some public art. So you can see that there's a lot of different kinds of projects. There are many things that you can get involved in depending on your interests. And we're also in the process of developing new experience classes. So be kind of thinking about how you want your experience to look and then be looking forward to that opportunity to apply what you've been learning.
Yeah. The final component is including different activities for well-being and success. And I think this is, again, one of those special sauces within our essential education program that is a little bit different from other universities' general education. So with activities of well-being and success, there are going to be a variety of often 1-credit courses that you take, and you need a total of 3 credits within this category. And that will include different things like physical well-being, which oftentimes students refer to as different PE or co-curricular courses. And we offer a wide range of different options. I think anywhere really from yoga and billiards and bowling to downhill skiing and snowboarding, to different types of club sports that you can get involved with, and also even some pretty unique to Michigan Tech classes like log rolling and broomball, a classic here at Michigan Tech. You can also get involved in different creative expression courses that could be involved in one of our music ensembles, including our famous Huskies pep band as well. And then other courses focus more on mental and emotional well-being as well. So being able to focus on mindfulness, for example, and really that stress management. And then finally, we also have additional courses focused on success that are going to provide some additional support for academic and also looking at personal success. And even career exploration throughout. So I also want to kind of end with a few important details and some things to follow up with your academic advisor. So one is recognizing that through essential education, you are also able to double count some of those credits or fulfill some of those requirements through other major related courses. So if you're a STEM major, for instance, sometimes those math, natural and physical sciences, STEM electives are going to be satisfied through your major requirements. Similarly, if you're a non-STEM major, you might be taking some courses through your major that satisfy requirements in the foundations of the human world or arts and culture and the shape list. So it's important to refer back to your degree audit and definitely have that conversation with your academic advisor to see what you need to focus on. Also, for students that have completed the Michigan Transfer Agreement, um, in those cases, you have fully satisfied the essential education requirements. Now, we still want you to take advantage of those different components, and there's no doors closed to those students, including taking one of those essential education minors or any of those courses. And for those students coming in with other transfer credit, we will kind of go through the same process that we always do for transfer credit of evaluating and seeing where that would fit within the overall essential education program and your overall degree requirements. Your degree audit in DegreeWorks is a great place to kind of double check that. And then, of course, having that conversation with your academic advisor. So make sure you continue looking at those resources and continuing that conversation.